What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jesus Coin. This is in inspiration to my good man George, as most of you know him, Jesus Outlaws. Shout out to George. I know you didn't request this, but your comment just kind of, it inspired me to talk. It inspired me to talk about Jesus Coin today because I haven't talked about it in a few days. It's been boring, right? We're not doing anything exciting. I'm sure some people got excited on this recent little pump up, right? I say little, but like from low to high, 15% is not bad, but compared to what this thing does, that was little, right? I've got some very exciting, thought-provocative ideas that I want to talk about today, okay? And it's going to rely more on the people who run with this idea than it does on me. And it's not related to technical analysis at all. But I want to go over the TA first, and then we'll come back to this. But just stay tuned if you're curious, because I've got an idea that could generate some hype and attention to Jesus Coin. But it's going to take effort from every single member of the community in Jesus Coin. And maybe not every single one, but half, a quarter, a decent bit, more than just me, more than just a handful of people. I know there's people watching this right now that have a bigger outreach in the Jesus community than I do. I get 200 to 600 views. The most I've ever had on a Jesus Coin video was 900 views. There's 16,000 wallets, right? Or just under that. So I have a somewhat of an outreach, but there are people who have more than twice the outreach that I do, more than 3 times, 4 times the outreach that I do. If you're watching this and you're one of those people, please stay tuned. And if you like the idea, run with it. Maybe take it as you think of it, and as you would do it, and if you don't, whatever, that's the end of that. It's okay. But I have an idea and I do want to go over it. But just first, I do want to say, guys, I do think that the price is going down. I do think that we are going to see the price go down to about 7073 area to 7045, maybe even just below 704. Okay, nothing new has changed on that front. I am still bearish. Would I happily be wrong? Absolutely. Could we go a little bit lower and then turn up? Absolutely. But the fact that we bounced off of this area so prominently and now we're hugging it like this, I very much do think that we're going to go lower. If we look at this for what it's worth right here, from this low to like kind of lining it up with all these lows here, we held it, we broke through it, we just broke through it. I think we're going to pull back on a weekly basis. Looking at the week for what it is, closing below these weekly highs, it's not a good sign. We probably do see somewhat of a standard retracement, and again, the 0.5 to the 618, in my opinion, those are the next targets to hit. Probably the 618 is going to happen, but we don't have to hit the 618. But This idea was something that I've kind of been flirting with in my head, but I really was like, why don't we do this? Because I saw someone's comment today, and I'm gonna go over the comment. I don't remember who commented it, but this idea is more or less an inspiration to you, whoever you were. Again, I had it before, but I really started to run with it today after reading your comment. Okay. The comment was something like, I like Jesus Coin. I hold it. I bought more after the burn even. This is, again, I'm quoting somebody. They said, I bought more even after the burn, but I just can't help but feel that there's no, I forget what he said, but catalyst, right? With the burn being done, what's the next big thing? There's no serious talk about exchanges being listing Jesus Coin, right? There's rumors. There's been rumors for months now, but there's no serious conviction or knowledge that anybody has. If someone has knowledge of that, they're keeping it to themselves. Maybe there's an agreement or an NDA or something like that. Maybe they're not allowed to talk about it, and I respect that. Maybe there's no exchanges that have convincingly or have factually stated that they are planning to list Jesus Coin. We don't know. It's all rumors right now. So what's the next big thing, right? I do want to say first and foremost that exchanges listing Jesus Coin is the next big thing. In my genuine opinion, it's the same thing as I've been saying forever. We don't even have to have a big exchange list Jesus Coin, but if we get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 small exchanges, this thing's on Poloniex and one other exchange that's not even brought up on TradingView, and that's it, right? It's all DEXs. So if this gets any kind of acceptance or publication on exchanges, period, that's going to be good for the price. It really is. This is at such a low market cap that any exchange listing would be good for the price, right? I don't care if it's an exchange I've never heard of before. It would be good for the price because they're going to have to scoop up enough to sell to their constituents, right? That's essentially that, okay? Now I want to go over something that he said that triggered this thought that I've been having, but really today I'm running with it, and I want you guys leave it in the comments if you think it's a good idea, if you think it's stupid. I don't expect everybody to participate, but it would be cool if we did. I think it'd be cool. I think it would be a story that caught the attention of a lot of people in the crypto space, genuinely. But it's going to require some self-sacrifice, very much so. And I'll go over that right now. What he said in the comment was, there's no more burn. The burn is done. There's no more burn. That drove up a lot of hype. Here's the burn pump. You can call it whatever you want, but the day of the burn was the day that we dumped. Was the beginning of the stump. Yes, it was not the top, but the week here that we dumped, it was the day of the burn. Right? It was Christmas Day. And then following through after that, of course. But Christmas Day was like when we really started to turn down. I very much do believe that this was all due because of the burn hype, because of Christmas Day, right? And what's the next, really the only other holiday that is celebrated on a huge scale in recognition of Christianity, of Jesus himself, is Easter, right? It's the resurrection, right? That's what I'm pretty sure, right? I'm not too well versed in this stuff, but Easter is the next holiday, and I've heard people in the community throwing out that maybe we'll get an Easter pump, because it's Jesus coin. Maybe. I do think beyond the exchange pumping, I do think Jesus coin as a name and the community itself is established to be a good meme coin. It really is. And I know some people don't like to hear the word meme coin, but it is a meme coin. It's not like a meme coin where people are disrespecting Jesus coin though. They literally, the people who follow this very much are exactly what this coin is about, right? There's literally a page to donate Jesus coin that has had hundreds of thousands of dollars already donated through this project in itself. So it's definitely full of good-willed people, and I'm calling upon those good-willed people right now who have an open mind to just bear with this idea. Okay, I know I've put it off for a second. Here's the suspense. We're going to drop it right now. I think there can be another burn. I think we can do another burn. And when I said it's going to require self-sacrifice, I very much mean that. We ourselves could orchestrate a burn because the coins that have already been burnt were sent to this wallet. What if the community, what if we started, and again, I doubt every single person in the community would do this. I very much doubt that every single person in the community would do this. I will put my hand up and say I will do this if it becomes legit. I'm not going to do it if I'm the only one person doing it. I'm not going to do it if I'm one in a dozen people doing it. But if it actually sounds legit and people want to do this, I will send 1% of the tokens that I hold for Jesus coin. 1%. It's not that much. It's not nothing. I don't like to just burn money. But we can generate our own burn. 1%. If you think this thing is going to do 1,000x, that 1% could have been a lot more money, sure. But the thing is maybe that generates an even higher market cap because there's less in circulation now. If that makes sense, there's less in circulation because this is a wallet. It exists, right? To my knowledge, we could send our Jesus coins to that wallet. And I'm not talking about this wallet here sending 1 trillion coins, or maybe they don't even participate. Maybe none of these big wallets participate. But if the majority of people would send 1%, 2%, whatever they feel like, don't go crazy. Don't do anything like 5% or 10%, but do 0.5%, whatever. If on Easter Day we orchestrated another burn, but it wasn't written in the code, it was something that was written in the community that we did ourselves, I think that would catch attention. I think even if it didn't happen to a large degree, right? Because sometimes that's what happens with by the news events, is once the event happens, it undersells, it undershoots what the expectations were, right? If everybody were to sell or burn 1% of their coins and sell it to that wallet, out of 156 trillion that are floating around, let's say every community member participated, which I very much doubt. 1% would be essentially 1.56 trillion tokens. That's a lot of tokens, but out of 156, that's really not that much, right? So there would be the hype, again, of there being a burn, right? That hype would maybe generate or attract people. What I think would also attract people is that there are community members in the community who are literally willing, for the greater good of the project, to lower the circulating supply, to generate an artificial sense of scarcity, more so, to see this thing succeed, right? Like, and that, I very much think that this would be the right community for it, man. To I don't know what the proper word would be, but to like literally dissolve your coins in hopes and aspirations for greater price action to come afterwards. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's insane. Maybe I stand alone in this. And if I do, I'm not going to burn my own tokens. That's for damn sure. But if you guys like this idea, leave me a comment. You don't even have to give me credit, man. Just make your own comments on X. Talk to your people. Do what you got to do. Get organized. I'm not talking about organizing a pump and dump. I will never organize a pump and dump. Never have I participated in anything like that. Like never will I. I'm talking about burning our own tokens and surrounding it specifically on the date of the second, or not the second coming, sorry, the resurrection, right? On Easter Day. Like, that's I think we could do that. I think we could do that. Most coins, their burns are written in code. They're established by the founders, just as this one was, right? It was established by the founders of Jesus Coin. We as the community could genuinely burn our tokens on our own volition, but we'd have to burn our own tokens. That's the bittersweet part. And I don't know about you guys. I don't like losing money. I definitely don't like burning money on fire. Some people, man, I know people in my life who've been like, you know what, this 100 bill doesn't matter. They burn it as like a party trick, and then later in life they're like, you know what, I wish I never burned that. I've never been a person to burn money, man. That's not my style. But for the hype, for the sake of diminishing the circulating supply, and in good faith and just being with my community members and taking part in something that we all can kind of control, I would be behind burning my tokens. I really would. And all it would take is just sending it to that same lock, that same pink lock address. To my knowledge, you can just send it there, right? Send it there. No one has access to it. We could do it ourselves. I've gone on long enough talking about it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I'm crazy. If I am, I will hold on to my coins. If I'm not, if this becomes a real thing, guys, we got a lot of time, right? We got like over a month for this to happen, to take place. So, you know, now that I'm hearing that, maybe it's a little bit late. It would have been better if this was like a month ago. We still got a little bit over a month, right? When is Easter this year? $2024. March 31st. So actually, we have about 2 months. So maybe that is enough time. Bottom out sometime this month and then start to pump going into March. I don't know. I do want to end this video real quick with the same thing that I've been saying, which is that I do think the price will go lower. I do think it will go lower, and then we will pump, right? We'll probably go back to this area of consolidation, find support there, and then we will pump. But that's it, guys. That's it. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I have this idea that I think is great, and everybody's like, yeah, good luck with that. That's not going to work. Maybe. I can be a dreamer at times, but if you guys are feeling it like I'm feeling it, man, let's do it. We can do it ourselves. We really can do it ourselves. And I think it would gain some attraction, especially if like people heard about it and caught on, man. Like that would be, I'm not talking about people in the community. I'm talking about people in the crypto community, not just the Jesus community. I'm like, that could gain some attention. Like, what, you got these Jesus coin freaks who are willing to burn their own tokens to diminish the supply. That's badass. These guys are crazy, and I like it. I don't know. Maybe they'll think we're dumb. I don't know. Maybe you guys think I'm dumb, but let me know. Let me know if it's dumb. Let me know if it's smart, but not a good idea at the same time. Whatever you're thinking. I don't know. don't be afraid to hurt my feelings, because I really, no matter what you guys say, like, I appreciate feedback, I appreciate criticism and stuff like that, but I don't take things personally that people tell me who are online that I've never met face to face before. George, if you hurt my feelings, I might take it a little bit more personally. There's a couple of you that I interact with a little bit more that maybe if you turned on me, it would hurt my feelings a little bit, but I would get over it, man. I'm not, again, I don't really, constructive criticism, even shit talking, like whatever, it's not something that, especially over the internet, that I ever take to heart. So go ahead and roast me if this is a bad idea, but I just keep talking. So with that, I leave you. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you like the idea, hit that like button. And if you don't like the idea, let me know. Just let me know. Any feedback is welcome. So yeah, take care. Bye-bye.